We're the American Red Devils, and we're previewing Manchester United's next game against Crystal Palace. So the Eagles are coming up north to Manchester for a big mid-table grudge match. Sir, Palace has had our number in recent years, but United coming off a nice win in Eastern Europe. We were in Romania having a good time, enjoying the beers, enjoying 3 points in the Europa League, finishing third near the top of the group. Very, very exciting stuff for United as they progress to the round of 16 in the Europa League. But now United need to not even back to business. We need to get to business in the EPL and start winning games. We are sitting in lowly 12th place. Palace, who are playing, is right behind us, 2 points behind us. So it's going to be a big match. United, this is an important one. It's at home, but United are coming off only a couple of days of rest. Long trip. This is where levels drop. Palace, while they be right behind us in the league, there ain't no rollovers in this league. They're a dangerous team. We've seen that before. Like I said, they've had our number. I think we've only won one of our last 6 in the EPL. So it's going to be a tough match, but United needs to show some grit. I would like to see a lot of what we saw in terms of formation from United again in this Palace game that we saw against FCSB. So a big one for United at home, sir. We need to get all 3 points, and then we get a little bit of rest. I think there's no midweek game the week after next. So how we doing? How we feeling? Excited for this Crystal Palace at Old Trafford on Sunday.
This is a proper mid-table fight for a knife in the mud, and United need to be prepared to go the distance with Crystal Palace at home. Look, we have to expect that because of Thursday night travel, that there's going to be a drop-off. I mean, we're going to look sluggish. We're going to start slow. But the manager did rotate decently well midweek against FCSB. So I think Ugarte coming in will be huge. You're going to see Ahmad starting. You're not going to see Malasi out there. You're not going to see Eriksson. You're going to see Bruno. I like to see Mainu up front again. I think that looked really good. So I'm excited to see what the manager cooks up here, but managing the travel, managing the short turnaround, we have not looked good. The best games we played, we had a full week rest. It is Crystal Palace, but I would temper your expectations because they're going to come and they're going to smell blood. We've been playing horde at home, and we've had bad starts. I'd like to see a good start at home. I'd like to see us try to press teams right off the jump. For some reason, we just haven't done it. We let them grow into the game. We're giving up big chances in the 10th, 15th minute. It's just brutal. So the manager, I need him to cook something up.
Yeah, I hate to say it, I think it's going to be a disappointing match because of the things we talked about, right? Every time we've seen a midweek game where we do show up in the Europa League, there's usually a drop-off, right? Especially for a team like Palace, who's so strong and so fast. They're going to be coming at United. They're going to be well-rested. So this is very important for the manager to pull something out of his hat, see if he can rotate the squad. I did love the things that we saw from a formation standpoint, like you said, the holding, maybe see Ugarte with Bruno and that holding too, and then obviously push Kobe up front, maybe swap out Eriksson for Alejandro Garnacho or Ahmad, but he has tools in his toolkit. I'm just, like you said, we got to come out hot, we got to score early, and we got to hold the line. No unforced errors, no fucking goalie errors. Bindier looks solid against the Romanians, so that's going to come to a place where hopefully it lights a fire on Onana. Less mistakes. We need less mistakes in this last half of the season, especially in the cup competition, sir. We got to have less unforced errors, whether it's shit set-piece goals, shit corner goals, soft penalties, bad goalie errors. That shit's got to go away, and then we got to focus on our game, scoring goals. But this is a tough one. Palace, dude, they're frisky. They're frisky. They have a bunch of players that we take in a heartbeat on our team.
Quick PSA for the podcast. You like the American Red Devils? Check us out on YouTube. Search American Red Devils on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment on our video below. Helps the algorithm. Helps us get found by other Manchester United fans like yourself. Don't ask what the pod can do for you. Ask what you can do for the Muppet Take, sir. Speaking of what you can do for the Muppet Take, check out Patreon. Patreon.com/American Devils. You want to go the extra mile? Support us. We have over 100 VIP Patreon members, tons of benefits. You get an extra special behind the scenes podcast, mailbag, all that fun stuff. Check out our Patreon page. Also check out our store. Grab some merch. Viva Garnacho scarf. He's not leaving. You like Eric Ten Hag? We got an Eric Ten Hag Red Army scarf.
We got you covered.
We got you covered there.
It's a collector's
if you're
item.
sad he left, it's limited edition. Trucker hats are absolutely on fire. We got hats. We got beanies. Alex is rocking the
Still
ARD
winner.
beanie. So please check out AmericanDevils.store. Grab some merch. Support the pod. Check out our website, AmericanDevils.com. We got blogs. We got transfer news. We got everything there. Alex leading the charge on the blog. Tell us about iTunes reviews.
5-star reviews of the American Devils podcast. Wherever you listen, it's a great way to support the pod. It helps us get found organically by other top Muppets like yourself. And we're giving away free merch. All you have to do is write a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify. Send a screenshot of that review to americanrevils@gmail.com with your mailing address. I'll personally pick, pack, and ship some free ARD gear right to your door anywhere in the world. I mean anywhere in the world, sir. 5 stars. Let's be 5-star. Let's 4 stars. 3 stars. Let's just get 3 points. Clean sheet. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something. I'm dying for performance in the EPL.
All right, let's break it down. It's Manchester United versus Crystal Palace, sir. The Eagles, South London's #1, coming to Old Trafford Sunday, February 2nd, 6 a.m. Pacific. Get the coffee going.
Home of the tasty jerk. Home of the tasty jerk chicken outside Sellers Park. Check it out. You scoffed at it. I'm dragging you there next time we go.
We have been to Selhurst Park many a time.
times.
Sat in the away section. It's rowdy.
Yes, it is.
So we got to start rating the food, the bathrooms in the away
Jesus
section.
Christ.
The bathroom
Made
in
Old
the away
Trafford
section
look like Yankee
is
Stadium
it's literally a room just
with piss everywhere.
it's like a room piss on the wall.
So
It's like
Old Trafford.
so horrible.
It is
It's like
horrible.
ridiculous. It's
Bathtubs of urine.
like going
That's
away. Going
Away
away.
day.
Selhurst Park, bro. South London's #1. Like you said, they are 13th in the league. -4 different goal differential. Someone's gonna break at some point. Someone's gonna score some goals. Unless we draw, sir, we have to get better. We must get better. Where is it gonna be? Old Trafford, in front of the 70,000 faithful. Can't wait. Stretford End will be arising, sir. We got our weather over here. What do you got? Weather forecast.
It's going to be lovely Manchester weather. It's going to be 8 degrees Celsius, mid-40s Fahrenheit for you normal folks that use Fahrenheit. Overcast, cloudy, chance of rain later in the day. So classic English weather in, it's going to be February. Unbelievable. Sir, where are we eating? Alex's Scran. Watch, we're going to Vincenzo Trattoria. Get me a red sauce, sir. Go to the food. Get me something to eat.
I mean, this is wheelhouse right here. You get,
Look at that.
hey,
Rigatoni.
who doesn't want to go here?
Sir, I'm fine to play it. This is a John approved.
Happy birthday.
Look at that. Look, give me some sambuca.
Who doesn't want a meatball?
I love it.
Garlic
so good. Look at that. Was that cutlet? Milanese. Sir, Milanese. It looks pretty good. This is better than some of the food around here.
Exactly. This is exactly what you want to eat.
Yeah. Put it on the list,
fried
sir.
Chicken
Start.
spaghetti, baby. Right here. Like, give it all day. All day, baby.
Fried. It's basically a chicken finger, which is what this kid eats.
I'll take it all day.
Okay. Who are we playing?
Crystal Palace. They have half a claim to be the oldest football club of all time.
They're not the oldest club. I love that.
No, but there was the Crystal Palace Arena. There's like a loose affiliation with the Crystal Palace Exhibition Building, where they can date the club's origins being traced as far back as 1861. The club used the FA Cup final stadium situated inside the grounds of the Palace for their home games between 1905 and 1915. And then they were forced to leave due to the outbreak of the First World War, and they moved to their current home, Selhurst Park, in 1924. The restroom looks like it was still from 1924, like in the away end. The club's kit colors were claret and blue until 1973 when they changed to red and blue vertical stripes worn today. They have a long-standing rivalry with Brighton Hove Albion, and they also share strong rivalries with Millwall and Charlton Athletic, sir. They are a London club. The nickname is the Eagles. So tell us about their manager, Oliver Glasner. Got a lot of shine last year, has struggled a little bit this year in the mud in the mid-table.
50-year-old Austrian coach. He joined a few years back from Eintracht Frankfurt, where he won the Europa League, sir, something that we'd like to do this season. Solid coach. Like you said, he had a very good year last year for them. You know, they're in 13th place. They're going to avoid the drops, so he's in good position. How does he like to line up? He is a big, high-intensity pressing. You know, he's not German, but he's Austrian. He's close, wide play, and he likes to do a front-footed approach. What does that mean? Well, defensively, he likes a backline flexibility. So he likes a backline that can change from a back three to a back five quickly. He likes to do the high press, and they're very physical. They like to close down quickly, turn the ball over, and get up the pitch. He plays with 2 number 10s, so we know what they're going to be. They're going to be pressing us all day, and when they get the ball, they're going to look to go right up the field and go at Onana and just put them under pressure. So we know what we're coming up against this Sunday. It's going to be a big game for Manchester United. Let's talk about their summer signings. Maybe you buy in Arsenal's rejects there, and he hasn't really hit the ground running.
Nketiah, Sarr,
Sarr's done all right.
Well.
Sarr's a good player.
Matt Turner, shout out to the American goalkeeper, Matt Turner, who's on loan from Nottingham Forest. Look, they have some promising young talent, and they already have some solid players here, sir. So you got to watch out for Crystal Palace. They've been coming into the match. They lost to Brentford. Prior to that, they did beat West Ham. They beat Leicester City. FA Cup, they cooked Stockport 1-0. They drew Chelsea. They beat Southampton. So they have been on a bit of a good run. And this is something where we're going to have to be up for the task because I feel like the fatigue is going to set in post-Europa League. And like you said, head-to-head, we've won 41, drawn 14, lost 12. Last 5, 1-2, lost 2, drawn 1. We have only 1 win in our last 6. It's crazy. Crystal Palace, or we went to one of those losses under Ralph Rangnick with Eric Ten Hag in the stands on the last day of the season where we were cheering on Man City to win the league over Liverpool, which they end up doing. But that was basically the only positive outcome on that day.
We also got, I was also there solo for that, my Hambo Matic winner, which was an all-time ARD moment abroad, like drunk as a skunk in the front row. They're a dangerous team, like you said, 3 losses, 2 draws, 1 in our last 6. They beat Palace recently. They beat Bournemouth. They drew Bournemouth, but they just almost beat Arsenal. They're just a tough team, sir, to break down.
They should be doing better. Like, you know, the quality
but
that
the league
they have,
dude, the league is fucking ruthless. It's like, it's relentless. You can't catch a break. There's no games off. Who we watching? Jean-Philippe Mateta, sir. He's the center forward.
Jean-Philippe.
Well, sir, there you go. That's why we have 2 guys on this podcast. You can back me up.
Mateta.
You thought Jean? Felipe?
Jean.
There you go. 27-year-old French striker. He's got 8 goals in the EPL season. He's the one to watch for me. Center forward, getting behind the ball. They got Dino, of course, sir. Let's get in that starting 11 from the recent game against Brentford in the EPL. A lot of strong players. Sarr's a good Eze, unbelievable. Mateta. Mitchell, solid. Lerma's good.
Look, they're underperforming. This is mid-table mud, sir. Mid-table mud.
That's where we are,
but
baby.
By the way, we're going to look like we're playing prime Barcelona. Like every time we're playing.
They had a week off. We had 2 days off.
Like I know. Referee John Brooks.
Bit of a numpty.
He's not the worst.
He's not the worst. He's not the best, but he's not a great ref.
It's VAR that's always going to be
that's a good point.
The issue at any game. As far as United, the 11 against Fulham in the league. Last time we played, we had Onana in net, Martinez, Maguire, De Ligt. I see no reason to change that back line.
Yeah, I agree.
Mazraoui on the left, Bruno Ugarte Delo. I like that as well.
I also like that.
Garnacho, Højlund, Diallo. That's where I might put in Mainu for Garnacho and have him come in as that sub. He looked good. Garnacho's pace as a sub, it only helps him. He's always been the super sub and is able to affect the game when defenders are tired. And he hasn't necessarily transitioned to that starting dangerous in games. So I think you put Mainu in there.
No, I like that a lot. I like Mainu up front. I like the same holders in Bruno. And then you swap out Koyer for Ugarte because Ugarte is ready for some games. He's gotten a little bit of rest recently after I think he's been playing well to start under Ruben Amorim. And I agree. You do an extra center back in the back 3, right? You push Mazraoui into his out-of-favor position, but it gives you more defensive cover against a team like Palace who's so dangerous on the break. So love that 11, sir. I wouldn't change anything. Maybe like really cheeky. You talked about this with Ahmad. I'd do it more like with Garnacho is take out Højlund, push Garnacho up to number 9, and then put Kobe on the left 10 position.
I don't know why it's begging for like
he'll make those. He'll make the runs.
The problem is Højlund, Xerxes. Like you got to switch it up. Like you got
to know.
Cheeto, like something. Like you need something, dude.
He looked good in that 21s the other day.
You literally need something. So let's get it, bookies.
United are the favorites. Plus 105 at home. Plus 240 for the draw, and plus 270 for Palace away. Sir, I am up, and I am going to call 1-1 draw. I don't think we get a win, but I don't think we get a loss. I think their unbeaten run continues, and 1-1 against Palace, I'd probably take it. With 2 days rest, coming back from fucking Romania, you could do worse. What do you think, sir?
I feel like I want to predict a loss, but something about that win and just Amorim, I just feel like he's marching forward. The lads are starting to get it. I think we're going to get a gutty 2-1 victory. This goes against my brain. This is my Muppet heart saying, hey, I just want to bet the odds. United to win, back against the wall. I think we could do it. As far as the match prediction game, latest after Europa League.
Everything to play for.
It's
everything to play for.
Everything to play for here. Alex being the blue has never led this season.
Okay, bro. Relax, guys.
I'm just stating.
Yeah, okay. Every time you get a little bit ahead steam, you lean on this page a lot more. If you were to track the metrics for the American Red Devils, like the time allotted when John is like, by the way, he's running the cursor. The time allotted on this page is proportional based on your gap above Alex.
Your lips are moving and you're complaining about something. That's whinging.
Oh, really?
I got you.
And then he turns it down, so I can't play. I can't retort.
So
he's still on the page.
For those who don't know, match prediction game for the season: 3 points for the correct result, 10 points for the correct score. Winner has to buy the other steak dinner at the end of the season. I like steak. Can't wait, sir. I think I got some Wagyu in my future. And you know what? The longer I stay on the page, the more fired
twin lobster
up
tail. When I go to late run,
I just like to get you fired up, sir.
Yeah,
having a great time on the podcast. We can't wait to get up early for Crystal Palace. Let's get a result. I'm starting to feel like a little hopeful about this team. Maybe I need to check myself.
This would give me hope. A win. If we were to grit out a win, a 2-1, dude, I'll give you 10 points all day, bro. I'd be glad about it. Because if we were able, I know like we're putting them on a pedestal, but United's been dire in the league. These games have beaten the shit out of us this season. Bournemouth, etc. Brighton, they come in and just roll us. So if we can grit out a win, this would be huge for United. Then we get a break until Friday. We have a big FA Cup game against Leicester. So huge match in the league, sir. A lot to look forward to. Big season ahead. So we got a lot to win, a lot to play for. It's unbelievable. We've been so bad, but we still got like FA Cup and Europa League. 2 bites of Europe, sir. 2 bites.
Can you tell that we're Muppets?
Yes. So we do this pod.
That's the podcast. You like the American Red Devils? We're for fans, by fans. Support the pod. americanredevils.store. Grab some merch. Patreon.com/AmericanRedDevils. You want to go the extra mile? You could comment, like, subscribe, do all those fun things for the YouTube. If you're listening on iTunes or Spotify, go over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast, or give us our top 10 downloads last 7 days.
Number 1, how you doing? Los Angeles, California, Chicago, Illinois, New York, Phoenix, Arizona, Dublin, Ireland, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, Brooklyn, New York, Flushing, Queens, and last but not least, Melbourne, Australia. Appreciate all American Devils listening week in, week out. Couldn't do it without you. Big games coming thick and fast. We appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube. It goes a long way. Check out our store. Check out our Patreon. Appreciate all of you.
Come on, United. Let's
Greatest
go.
of English football. We've won it all, sir. Let's hear it.